Hello everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys another doll out of my doll collection. This is a Princess Elizabeth doll made by Madame Alexander in 1937. This is a composition doll. There's no cloth on this doll. And she does have a little bit of damage, not extensive, but a little bit of damage to the composition and to the wig. But I had decided to go ahead and purchase her from an antique store because she is solid composition. She's from the 30s and she's Madame Alexander. This Princess Elizabeth would be a little bit hard to find. I just happened upon her, which it was kind of exciting to find a Princess Elizabeth in this condition. Like I said, she does have a few issues, but for the most part she is absolutely beautiful. So in her face, I'm going to be really careful with her. In her face, she has a tiny bit of crazing. It's not extensive, just a little bit. She's missing a little bit of her paint on her lips. The crazing, and I don't know if you can see it, I'll try to bring it a little bit closer. I don't know if she's making a shadow for herself. It's on her cheek, just a tiny bit. And then nothing that I can see on this eye, but along the eyelid on here is a little bit of cracking. But other than that, her face is absolutely beautiful. I cannot believe that this doll is in this condition, this good a condition anyway, for being this old. Her eyes have started to, I think it's called crystallize. So I don't know if there's any way to fix that. I don't know if I'd even want to try to fix that, just because she's, I mean, the rest of her paint, other than her lips, her eyebrows are in perfect shape. She's got all of her eyelashes still. Somebody loved this doll. They took really good care of her. To have made it from 1937 is, that's a pretty impressive time span. Her wig does and has a little bit of damage to it. I wouldn't say that it's cut, but I believe that it could probably be styled in here back to somewhat of its original. It's a little bit thin up top, but not too bad. This bow is, of course, not original. This bow was in her hair when I purchased her, but it was probably to cover this little area here where it's kind of thin with the hair, and this area up here. Not too sure exactly what's going on. I haven't messed with it a whole lot. It could be that this area is very thin and they tried to, tried to cover the thinness there. But altogether, I mean, I think that the hair can definitely be brought back to some kind of original state. It's not all that bad. She is a strong doll. That's why I'm having trouble keeping her head up. Her stringing is definitely loose. But there again, I don't know that I don't mess a lot with this doll because she is in pretty good condition for the year that she was made. It's just, it's incredible to me how good a condition that she's in. So, as I said, she's all composition. I'm going to try to show that to you now. So here's her tummy area. She's got a rather large tummy. It's very cute. You can see some of the rubbing on the inner side of the paint on the hip. Her legs are the part that have sustained the most damage, I think. It seems like they're very dry. Like the paint is really dry on it. And then there's a little bit of cracking up the side and then some paint loss down here on the foot. But the cracking really stops about here, and it appears that it might just be through the paint. So it might not even be through the composition. Then on the inner side of the leg here, where there's a lot of rubbing of the paint, there's a little crack line here. And then of course on the other side as well, there's a little bit of rubbing of the paint. And then here as well, this is a little bit on the rough side. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but it's not through the composition. There's some cracking throughout on this leg. You can see kind of a little bit of paint loss on that knee. So this leg is actually a little bit worse than the other one. The other one I don't think has that much cracking going on. It does have some, but a little bit of cracking down there at by the ankle. And then the feet definitely have had some paint loss. A little bit of cracking there, but I mean, this is that's not horrible. The dress that she has on is not her original. I did buy her in this. It is very it does look like vintage, but it looks like it might be missing something, but I don't think that it's I don't think it's her original dress. And then her pantaloons or her little panties could be original. I don't know what she would have sold Princess Elizabeth in the older ones. I don't know. I would have to look that up. Going to the back side of the doll, I'm going to show you where her markings are very, very carefully. As on the hairline. The great thing about this doll is that she has her name on that upper part. I want to be able to get that in there for you guys so you can see that. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I have to be very, very careful with this stringing. So it says Princess Elizabeth, and that's up at the top here. Princess Elizabeth right there. And then Alexander Doll. Alexander Doll Company, I believe, underneath. Alexander Doll right there. So those are her markings. So you know that at least the head is Alexander, but I believe that the whole body is. It fits very well together. The stringing is loose enough in all the areas off of the head that it would suggest that she's all original. So very, very pretty Princess Elizabeth from 1937. I love this doll. I would hate to have to part with her, but she is awfully large. So I might be parting with her in the future, but it might, I don't know. It would be heartbreaking if I can't have her still in my doll collection, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, I forgot to do the arms. Forgot to show you the arms here. This one has sustained a little bit of damage, a little bit through the composition. It looks like maybe not. Maybe it's just paint damage. But there's hardly any damage to this doll. This doll is absolutely gorgeous. Not pristine, of course, but for a 1937 doll, Madame Alexander marked, she is definitely a beautiful doll. If anybody out there has a Princess Elizabeth, doesn't matter what size, and are willing to share a picture or a video, I love to see people's dolls and the collections that they have, especially these older vintage dolls. Those are definitely the ones that I like to collect. I love composition dolls. Not so much because you have to take really good care of them, but they're some of my most favorite dolls. So if anybody is out there is willing to share their picture of their Princess Elizabeth, please leave that in the comments for me. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.